So you want to make YouTube videos, huh? But your voice sounds like this.
We need some more secret sauce!
Ugh, horrible. But don't fret, my friends. With the growing number of AI voice generators, you don't need to record voiceovers yourself anymore. Just plug in your script and let AI work its magic. For this video, I searched far and wide for the most natural sounding voices and the most easy to use platforms. Here are my top 11 picks in no particular order. And at the end, I'll discuss my favourites, so stick around. First up we have Jenny. It has a very clean user interface and is super simple to use. When you sign up, you are given a trial of the Pro version and 20 minutes of audio generation to decide whether it's for you. Let's take a listen to Sophia, the default voice it's given us.
Hi there, welcome to Jenny. The simple mode is perfect for creating single speaker short voiceovers.
As you can hear, the voice is nice and clear and doesn't have any telltale signs it's AI. When you have a voice selected, you can tinker with it to get it to sound how you like. Messing with speed is one way you can do this. I'll bump it up to 1.45. It'll be too fast, but you get the picture.
Hi there, welcome to Jenny. The simple mode is perfect for creating single speaker short voiceovers.
You can also change emphasis and pause on select voices, import text from a file, or change the pronunciation of the voice. As for selecting the voice itself, they have a pretty comprehensive library. Looky here, they even have Santa.
Hi there, welcome to Jenny.
That's a passionate Father Christmas right there. Now let's talk pricing plans. The free tier is a no-go with Jenny, but the basic plan is pretty good. For $19 per month, you get 2 hours of voice generation and commercial rights. Next up we have Murph. This is quite a popular AI voice generator. Here's how Hugh sounds, the default voice.
This is an audio test. How do I sound?
Not too bad. You can change the pitch, speed, add emphasis to parts of your text, and add pauses. The voice library is pretty comprehensive too. They have over 120 voices to choose from.
Introducing Perfect Meal, a special formula for your feline.
It only takes one voice, at the right pitch.
As for the pricing, it's the exact same as Jenny. You need the basic plan for commercial rights, and this is $19 per month. This gives you 24 hours of voice generations per year, or 2 hours per month, just as Jenny does. This should be more than enough for most of you. On to the next, we have Well Said. When you sign up, they immediately present their pricing plans. I'm going to use the trial to show off the tools, but once again, the first paid plan is the one you want to pick. It's considerably more expensive than Jenny and Murph, costing $44 per month. However, there doesn't seem to be much of a limit on generated audio. You get 5,000 characters per clip, 3,000 downloads, and unlimited retakes. Basically, that means you should never run out. Once you're in, create a new project, and then you can test out the features. As with the others, you can preview voices first before selecting the one you like.
Your creative life will evolve in ways that you can't possibly imagine.
Your creative life will evolve in ways that you can't possibly imagine.
There doesn't seem to be quite as many tools for editing your voice. However, I don't really see this as being an issue. When you create a voiceover, it appears at the bottom. From here, you can drag it around, download it, or even repopulate the text field with the audio. Next up is 11 Labs, and if you've explored the AI voice generation space before, you've almost certainly heard the name. They're the top dogs, and for a reason. They have a humongous voice library, and the quality of voices here is comfortably the best I've ever heard. Let's take a listen to a few.
So is cheerfulness, or a good temper. The more it is spent, the more remain. We have committed the golden rule to memory. Let us now commit it to life.
A man who doesn't trust himself can never really trust anyone else.
Kindness is more important than wisdom, and the recognition of this is the beginning of wisdom.
Love is a serious mental disease.
Another reason I like 11 Labs so much is that the user interface is top-notch, and you can easily sort and filter through voices as they are clearly labelled and tagged. When you find a voice, it's as easy as adding it to your voice lab, selecting it, and adding your text. There are some editing features, but I leave the voices as they are usually. Each month you get 10,000 characters to try out. Now onto the cost. The free tier is pretty generous with 10,000 characters, but there's no commercial license, so you need a paid plan. The starter plan is just $5, but if it's your first month, it's just $1. For this, you get your commercial license and 30,000 characters. This equates to around 40 minutes of generated audio. For many people, this will suffice. If not, the creator plan should cut it. Its regular price is $22. However, if you only need a little more than 30,000 characters, it will be more cost effective to create 2 starter accounts. That way you are paying $10 each month rather than $22. The next AI voice generator we are going to look at is Listener. As with Jenny, I really like the user interface on this one. It's very easy to navigate around. When you go to create a voiceover, you have 2 options. Create from a URL or create from the editor. I'll do the latter. You get 2,500 words initially to play around with before you have to decide whether you want to subscribe. The default voice, Matt, is one I'm sure we've all heard.
This is an audio test. How do I sound?
The same is true with Joanna.
This is an audio test. How do I sound?
It seems the standard voices are not that good. The premium voices, however, are very good, so no complaints from me.
This is an audio test. How do I sound?
You can also modify your voiceover in most of the standard ways. I like that it gives you control over pauses. It's better than most in this regard. Now we come to pricing, and once again $19 per month seems to be the golden number. You get your commercial license and 20,000 words. This should work out to a little over 2 hours of spoken content. Play HT is next. It's a little more limited than some of the other voice generators, but I still think it's pretty good. You can only really change the speed of your generations, nothing else. There are also fewer voices to choose from, but I'm very impressed by the quality. They have a very natural and conversational sound to them. Just take a listen to Joseph.
If you look at it from an audience point of view, there are people who are very excited to be part of it, and then there are people who are just like, well, you know, I'm just here.
You would never have guessed that it was AI. They also have a voice cloning feature which some of you may want to take advantage of. When it comes to pricing, Play HT is more expensive than most, coming in at $31.20 for their basic creator package. This gives you 70 hours of content per year, which is almost 3 times standard. However, this is overkill for the vast majority of YouTubers. At number 7, we have VoiceMaker. They have a bunch of voices to choose from. Some are good and others not so much. Evelyn, for instance, is natural sounding.
This is an audio test. How do I sound?
Joey, on the other hand, sounds like AI.
This is an audio test. How do I sound?
Above your text prompt, you have a decent amount of control using the toolbar. You can even change the interval of pauses. But what you'll probably like most about VoiceMaker is the pricing. Even their free plan gives you permission to use voice generations for YouTube, provided you give credit. However, you get limited characters and limited generations, so the free plan won't cut it. The basic plan should for most though, and it costs just $5. This makes it the cheapest viable AI voice generator for YouTube by a long shot. You get 200,000 characters per month, which would easily be enough. Moving on to number 8 is Speechify. This platform doesn't just offer voice generation, but also video generation too. There are a fair amount of voices to choose from, and overall I was pretty impressed with those I listened to.
I'm the voice that's just as friendly and approachable as your next-door neighbor.
I'll help you get your message across in a way that's both professional and engaging.
Unlike the other services, you'll find the adjustment sections on the left. Here you can change things such as speed, pauses, and pronunciation. When it comes to plans, you'll have to pay, and the basic plan is just above average at $24 per month. This gives you commercial rights and 50 hours of voice generation annually, which is plenty. Moving on to number 9, we have Resemble. The UI is rather different from the rest, but I kind of like it. The voices are about average compared to what I've looked at, but there are some interesting ones of note. Firstly, they have pre-made stylized voices such as Whispering William.
This is a voice test. How do I sound?
This could be a good option for an ASMR channel. They also have effects on the right panel which include emotion. From here, you can adjust the presets to change the tone of voice to angry, for instance. I tried out a few, but if I'm honest, they didn't really work that well. Just take a listen to the supposedly angry Beth voice.
This is a voice test. How do I sound?
In any case, the voices are good overall. Now let's discuss pricing, because the payment method is very different from the rest. Resemble charge per second rather than per month, and the rate is $0.0006 per second. To put that into context, if you were to make a 10-minute video, it would cost you $3.60. Say you make 4 of these videos per month, you are looking at $14.40. Overall, this may make it cheaper than average, or more expensive than average depending on how much you use it. In at number 10 is Narrakeets. While I was expecting a very basic service given how generic the website looks, I was pretty surprised by the range of voices on offer. There are tons to choose from, and the quality is pretty good too.
New York City traces its origins to a trading post founded by colonists from the Dutch Republic in
New York City traces its origins to a trading post founded by colonists from the Dutch Republic.
You have limited control over changing the output, but I don't see this as being much of an issue. The pricing works somewhat similarly to Resemble, as you pay based on your output rather than a flat monthly rate. 30 minutes of audio costs $6, which is pretty damn good. The great thing is you top up your account as you see fit and the credits don't expire. This means it's worthwhile investing in a more expensive package to secure a lower audio rate per minute. My final AI voice generator is Typecast. In truth though, it's more of an AI video maker, as each section is split into small scenes with an avatar. This does make the interface fairly cluttered as there's a lot going on. It's also rather annoying having sentences split into different scenes. However, as far as voices go, they have a pretty big library full of all sorts of wacky characters. If you're making kids videos, it could be a good shout.
Who put this clueless kid in my room? You are here to learn magic.
Yeah, sure. I can pick pretty much anything that...
I was on my way home.
I did find some of the voices are not that good quality though. As for the cost, you need to subscribe to a paid package for a commercial license. The basic plan costs $7.99 and gives you 60 minutes of audio, so it's pretty terrific value for money. It seems the basic plan used to be 30 minutes. I have no idea if the switch to 60 is temporary or permanent. And that's all 11 AI voice generators. But which is the best? I did throw a lot of information at you after all. Well, here's my opinion. If you want top-notch audio quality, 11 Labs remains the king. No other AI voice generator came close when I was looking around. As for the top AI voice generator in terms of value, VoiceMaker easily takes the crown at $5. With 200,000 characters per month, you can create around 4 hours worth of audio. So those are the two top AI voice generators as it stands. Time to stop putting off making YouTube videos and actually start doing it. And oh, if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. My goal is to pick out the best AI tools around to save you the trouble. Until next time, my friends, see ya.